right, good afternoon, and welcome to the Stroh Center on the campus of Bowling Green State University for our Falcon Tri-Meet today. I am Kim Glandorf. I'm a former Falcon gymnast, graduated in 1992, and I'm here with my husband, Hans, who is but has become a gymnastics fan, obviously married into the family, so welcome, honey.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
So we have a tri-meet today. We have BGSU, obviously, the home team, and we are joined by Kent State University and then by Wilberforce University. And to be honest, I have never heard until having to commentate this meet, have never heard of Wilberforce University. So that's a first, and I love gymnastics, it's my passion, so I'm just surprised I never did. But anyway, welcome to Bowling Green for them. They are down by the Dayton area.
Wilberforce is, absolutely.
So anyway, it'd be interesting to see how they handle the competition today. It is senior day for BGSU. We have seven seniors that are going to be honored throughout this day, which is a miraculous accomplishment. Lasting 4 years in any sport obviously is tough, but I feel as though gymnastics is the toughest. Your body takes a beating day in and day out, and the sport changes so much. So to be, standing as a senior, it's pretty impressive.
Absolutely. Yeah, the repetitive daily use of your body, especially in gymnastics, as much as they've tried to do to alleviate injuries and things, it's just day in and day out. It's amazing.
So they are doing their touch warm-up right now, and then we'll get this competition started. Bowling Green being the host team, we'll get to do the Olympic order, so they'll start on vault. Kent State will start on bars, and then Wilberforce will be on the balance beam. And we'll be bouncing back and forth between routines on those events. We will offer our 2 cents worth on how things are going. It's kind of a benefit when you are the host team to start on vault and do the Olympic order that way. It's a little bit of what they call kind of home field advantage. However, since we compete in the Stroh, we don't work out in the Stroh. BGSU works out at Anderson Arena, so I wouldn't necessarily call it home field advantage to a point, because this is not where they practice. This is only where they compete. So
it'd be interesting to see what their thoughts are as far as moving from Anderson Arena for practice to coming to the Stroh.
Yeah.
I've been told that the girls really like to compete here. It's just a great atmosphere.
When I was in college, we competed and practiced in the same gym at Epler North. It basically could hold about 300 people, and we packed that place in pretty a lot. People wanted to come and watch gymnastics, but there really wasn't even a place for them to sit. We had to bring bleachers in, those metal bleachers to watch. So this is a much better environment to watch a gymnastics meet, no question. The video board is nice too, to be able to watch stuff on the video board. Yeah, we didn't have that back in our day. But anyway.
Yeah, we thought it was big when you got to host a MAC championship in Anderson Arena, which is now their practice facility. Yeah. To go from Epler to Anderson was a huge move. The commitment from the university is huge to move all this equipment in and set it all up for a gymnastics meet. There's definitely commitment from BGSU to the gymnastics program to go through all this for them and make this a memorable and competitive environment for them.
Absolutely. I'm sure the basketball and volleyball teams don't care for all the chalk in the air. We definitely have a lot of chalk.
I can't imagine what the cleanup is here. We've been to Anderson Arena for practices and meets, and we've seen that the whole place is covered in chalk dust, but I'm sure the staff here at BGSU and in the Stroh goes through meticulously and takes care of everything.
Absolutely. Once it's in the air, once it's in your clothes, and even on your body. It's hard to get rid of. About a minute and a half left of their touch warm-up, and then we'll get started. I know BGSU is looking to improve on, this is their third meet in 10 days?
Yes.
Yes, they were on the road, they went to Temple, and then they just got back from Illinois State, I believe, or Illinois. On Friday, they had a meet, and then they're hosting today. So needless to say, their body hasn't got a whole lot of rests in the past couple of days or whatnot, but sometimes that's just the way it goes.
Absolutely. Yep. You get into that, especially at the end of the season. I bet the girls, other sports like basketball, you just rather play than practice. But I don't know, in gymnastics, would you rather have rest time, or would you rather work on some different skills, or just you don't get a chance to improve the things that you had flaws in? So you got to be ready to go.
Very true. Very true. Another thing that we did not have was the music and whatnot. It is loud in here. Getting ready, getting everybody pumped up and ready to go.
Yeah, there again, I wonder if the girls appreciate. They seem to be swaying to the music, so they seem to appreciate that. I can definitely remember being pretty quiet over and up with some of the meet. So
that is very true.
Get a little bit more nervous when everybody is just focused on you for everything.
It's funny how you'll watch when the girls are on the balance beam, how they sing to the song that's on, but they can hear it and they actually like sing the song as while they're competing.
Absolutely.
Especially on beam, it helps you. It calms your mind, because we all know the balance beam is definitely one of the hardest events to stay on. All right, that was the magic bell. And we're ready to go. This is BGSU's last home meet of the season. They're on the road the next couple of weeks before the MAC championship. So the last time to compete.
I always wonder what's going through those seniors' mind. The last chance they're going to have to compete on their home campus. And this is not the last meet of the season, but the last chance for in front of their home. There's other students that they're friends with, their friends, their families.
All right, so we're ready to start. So on balls, Kira Thornton is going to start off BGSU. She is looking at her high score this season so far is a 9.725, and I'm sure she's looking to improve on that. Just getting some last instructions from Brittany, and Wilberforce will start up on the balance beam there. I'll get ready for her acro series. Advancement back way out. And 2 feet. You'll see most of the girls do a single foot landing. They don't step out versus a 2 foot. Switch side lead into her split half. Being in that lead-off position is tough. Your coach puts you up there for a reason, to kind of set the tone for the rest of the gymnasts to follow. That was her full turn. Often the nemesis on balance beam is doing that full turn. Getting ready for a dismount. Back handspring. Back on there she goes. Got the nerves out, hopefully. And that was Madison Kelly on the balance beam for Wilberforce.
Comes Kira, the BGSU.
Yurchenko full. A little bit of a hop landing. A little bit of a pike down, but not too bad. Unfortunately, her vault only starts from a 9.95. It does not have that 10.0 start value. So therefore, the highest you could get is a 9.95. We'll see what the judges do with that. Over on bars, it looks as though our second competitor, first competitor, Bryn, 9.875 for her. Nice job. And then we have Nina getting ready for her dismount. The judges are looking for handstands to be right on top of the bar. And of course, that stuck landing. They are always looking for these stuck landing on bars, which on every event too. Looks as as though our first vault is going to have a little conference. And there's something to be said about a conference. When two judges get together, sometimes that's not always a good thing. Somebody saw something versus the other one, but then it also causes a delay for the next athlete. And there's something about having to wait for your turn. The nerves start kicking in, and it makes it a little bit harder.
Well, I wonder with all of the controversy that happened at the Olympics this past summer with the inquiries, if judges have been instructed to try and solve those issues beforehand so the inquiries don't have to happen.
I think vault's one of the hardest ones to judge because it goes by so fast.
Absolutely.
And for you to have that picture really quick in your head about what you saw, I think it's pretty tough.
And even from different sides of the landing area, you're going to see different angles. You're going to have different perspectives. Were feet separated? Were ankles separated?
And like I said, that conference, actually, the one judge had a 9.80, and after the conference, she lowered her score to a 9.75. So like I said, sometimes having a conference might not always be a great thing. Sometimes it can work in your favor, but unfortunately in this case. All right, so Megan is up next on the vault. Looks as though she's doing the same vault, a Yurchenko full. Her high score this season so far came against Ball State at 9.75, so we'll look to see if she improves on that score. Looks like Kira Thornton ended up with a 9.7, just a little bit lower than her high. Really worked hard on that stuck landing. Just a little bit of a pike down. The judges want to see your hips extended all the way through that somersault. Look at another 9.875 on the bars for Nina. It's 2 in a row for them. Nice job. Looks as though on bars next we have Charlie, but on a beam right now, it looks as though we have Jaden for Wilberforce. Nice acro series there with a cat leap into a front aerial step out. Another cat leap into a front aerial to a side aerial. Nice combination there. Her leap series, switch leg leap to a Sassone. Split leap.
Those are all part of the requirements that they're supposed to have in their event?
Yep. Beam, you have to have the full turn, you have to have your acro series, you have to go down on the beam at some point. And then you have to have the gym acro, which is a leap or a jump into a tumbling type series. And her dismount. Front full, punch front full. So like a very nice routine for Jaden and Wilberforce. Wow. Very nice for Megan. Her high this year so far against Ball State, 9.825. And that vault was good. Nice and clean, nice landing, even toe point in the air, which is really hard to do, especially on the vault. All right, we are on the uneven parallel bars. I think we're at with Isabel. Again, the judges are looking for an extension in their kips. Handstands on top of the bar. And their step landings. All right, just a little bit of hop on the landing on that double layout flyaway. Very clean routine. Handstands are right on top of the bar. We are ready for Madison on the vault. Her high score, 9.750, that she obtained at Eastern Michigan. Let's see if she can do better. And I was right. Megan went with a 9.85. So that would be her high score for the year. So congratulations to Megan.
Great job, Megan.
All right, another Yurchenko full for Madison. Madison's vault, Yurchenko full, nice. She got a lot of distance on that vault, not a lot of height. A little bit of a hop landing on that landing a little bit. Again, the little judges are having a little conference over there on the balance beam. Definitely the angle that you sit or the side that you sit, you might not have seen something or whatnot. So a conference has to happen if you are a certain amount of tenths different from each other. There needs to be a conference. All right, for next on the vault for BG. Our next competitor, Shania. We'll go with that. Took a Yurchenko full as well. Sometimes it's hard to block out all the noise. She definitely has her game face on, waiting for her signal from the judge. Looks like the score for Madison was a 9.50. I definitely think the distance versus height on that situation caused the score to be a little low for her. Shania Brown. Here we go. All right, definitely went for that stick on that landing. Tried really hard. I had to take a step to the left a little bit.
Stepped out of bounds a little bit. Is that what the white lines were?
The white lines are to land within the white lines, yes. So there'll be a deduction because you did step over the line to obviously take that step. All right, so we're on the balance beam. All right, looks like Jaden Bryan with a 9.20. Nice score for her. All right, and Cora is on. Nice gainer full dismount for her. Nice step landing. Very good. All right, next on the vault we have Katrina. And it looks as though she is our lone senior on this event. Her high score this year is a 9.80 against Central Michigan at one point. So we'll see if she can better that, especially on senior day. The adrenaline probably is pumping at a higher level because this is her last vault that she will do in the Stroh. And she's also doing the Yurchenko full, which is a very common vault amongst competitors, amongst athletes. Adding the extra half twist on makes it a 10.0, the 1.5, but we're just doing the full. Here we go. There's a lot of height on that vault. Just the landing a little bit, just that hop landing, but a great vault to end your career of the Stroh.
Then we're going to have, does it look like we're going to have one exhibition on the vault, Emily?
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and head over to the balance beam and for Wilberforce. All right, looks like we're ready for a diamond. A diamond book is going to go ahead and perform her beam routine. Again, waiting for those judges. There's the signal, and here we go. Again, one of the requirements on the balance beam is to be down on the beam at one point. So she obviously met that requirement. Switch like eight, very nice lead combination. Again, a lot going on. Sometimes those are outside distractions, but she is doing a nice job of focusing on what needs to be done. Getting ready for a rather large, nice punch front there on the beam. It's a tough skill. And she might be trying it again because it might be a combination that she needs the bonus points for. So she is trying it again. Yep. Front tuck right to her back handspring took care of her acro series. So since she fell on that, she knew she had to do it again in order to get the requirement. Punch front right hand. Good for her for doing that again because she knew that she had to do it in order to meet the requirements, and she made it, which was nice.
The regrouping and focus must be amazing especially in gymnastics where you're looking for the little tiny things and get yourself back up there and compete.
It's hard to fall, and then get back up and finish. You look so mad at yourself, and sometimes you want to quit, but can't do that. You gotta finish it out. The skill you practiced a million times in the gym, and something that you may not necessarily think that you fall on, but you do. This is part of the course. Looks like Kent State finished up on the uneven parallel bars. Team score 49.275. Strong score for them. And on the vault, BG ended with a 48.750. Kent State comes to us with an 8-2 record, and their two losses are losses to teams in the Big Ten. They lost to Rutgers and to Michigan, and have been doing fairly well this year. They just came off a meet with Pitt, University of Pittsburgh, with a 195.925, almost a 196. Some strong scores for them as they enter into the latter part of the season, getting ready for the MAC championships, which are being held at Central Michigan University on March 22nd. What's kind of cool, next year, BGSU is hosting the MAC championships right here in the Stroh on March 21st.
That'll be exciting.
That would be very exciting. When we hosted the MAC championships, it was my sophomore year in college, and it was at Anderson Arena. I remember the setup to get that meet ready was a lot of work, and we had to carry the equipment from Epler over to Anderson Arena. So we're out there in our tennis shoes and our warm-up suits, and we're carrying mats and everything, but I'm going to change a little bit. All right, so on the balance beam, we're looking at Promise. Wilberforce, the jump series. Nicely done. They're just looking for that 180 split. Getting ready for her acro series, it looks like. Back handspring layout. Up. Unfortunately, I felt it for a little off there. You can see the frustration in her face as she fell on that. But back up. Side aerial. Into a split jump. She is doing a nice job after that fall. You can tell in her face a little bit that she's a little disappointed in herself, but she's going to finish it up for her team. The game somersault off the end.
And then we'll switch.
Looks as though we have one more routine for Wilberforce.
Mackenzie Butler?
Yeah. Unfortunately, when you have conferences, when judges have to meet and talk and whatnot, it definitely slows the process down a little bit. And so therefore, that's why we're a little bit behind with the balance beam. Sometimes the vault usually is over very quickly because you get only one vault and it's lickety split when they go. What's really nice is you can see that Kent State, BGSU are all watching on Wilberforce and cheering for them and clapping. That's really nice. It's very good sportsmanship. Waiting for her score.
Since Wilberforce in Ohio, is it possible that other gymnasts that are from Kent would have competed in the same gym as?
It's possible, yeah.
So that gymnastics being such a small community compared to maybe basketball or some of the other bigger sports, you may recognize and know some of the other competitors.
Yeah, most likely you run into somebody that was at your gym that you grew up with. Usually when you're in a club sport like that, you're with them for many, many years. Compete against them a lot. So it's possible.
Yeah, you'd see them over and over again at the different
That's very true, very true.
meets throughout the years.
Sometimes it can be really nerve-wracking too. You're the last one going. Everybody's watching you. You're just like, please don't, but unfortunately,
Yeah,
unfortunately
sure.
they have to. But anyway, the biggest thing is trying to get to that start value of 10.0 to give yourself a fighting chance of scoring the best you can. And her start score promises with a 9.7. Let's see if Mackenzie can do better. Very pretty scale, showing off her flexibility. Kind of adding her own personal touch to her routine. There's that full turn. Getting ready for her acro series. Back handspring, step out.
Excellent.
So a little off on the shoulders, but covered nicely. Switch leg leap. Straddle half. In that leap requirement, you have to do 2 leaps in a row to meet that requirement, or jumps. Kind of a cat leap into a side aerial. The side aerial is a tough skill, but a lot of girls are bringing it back into the routine. All right. Gain her full dismount. Off the side. Nice. Just that ball. Maybe now Wilberforce can breathe a little bit of relief, be like, done with the beam, let's move on to the floor exercise. So BGSU is going to move on over to the uneven parallel bars. Kent State will hop up on the beam, and then Wilberforce will take on the floor. So we will have a bye or a no one competing on the vault. All right, so they're going to move on over, do their touch warm-up. Notice how Kent State's beating all the chalk off the beam there. Some teams use chalk to help stay on. Others do not want any chalk. It just depends on their own personal preference. So you were watching the Falcon Tri Meet live stream on WBGU from the Stroh Center on the campus of Bowling Green State University. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Green State University is ranked #1 in Ohio for student experience. Our in-demand degrees and life design program prepares students for their first career and their next. With an unparalleled support system at a national research university, BGSU offers an unrivaled experience, all on a vibrant campus in one of America's best college towns. It's also why Bowling Green State University is the #1 school in the Midwest that students would choose again for the 4th year in a row.
Welcome back to BGSU, the Stroh Center, as we're watching our tri-meet, the senior day for BGSU Gymnastics. We've had one rotation so far. Bowling Green had a 48.75 on the vault. Kent State went with a 49.275 on the uneven bars. And Wilberforce had a 45.375 on the balance beam. Currently in the touch warm-ups for our second rotation.
Looks as though we have one senior on the uneven parallel bars. Kennedy Brink is going to compete for us. While we're in the touch, we're going to go ahead and just do some highlights from the first rotation. Kent over there on the bars. Didn't get to see a lot of the bars, unfortunately, just because of where we are. The vault is right in our way, and then, of course, the beam. And then the bars are kind of far off in the distance, but we had a nice, strong showing there. Stalled her handstand into her dismount, double back flyaway, stuck landing. And Wilberforce on the beam. Had a couple of falls they had to count, unfortunately, but they definitely fought through that and were able to come across with a team score. Kent, they're a little shy on the handstand there before her dismount. Double flyaway in the layout position. A little short on that landing. Can take a step forward. Free hip handstand into her release move. And getting ready for her double flyaway in the layout. A little bit of a hop backwards. But hard dismount, very hard. Release move of a Ginger in the pike position. Getting ready for her dismount. Now that was a nice stuck landing on the double flyaway there. Gainer full for Wilberforce. Again, stuck landing. Pack salto over there on the bars. Free hip handstand. Ooh, different dismount there, a toe front half. Don't see that very often. Usually it's the flyaways. Switch leg leap. Switch leg. It's kind of interesting how you can kind of tell they're getting ready for their big series. They kind of pause for a second before they go. Here we are on the vault. All right. Got about another 2 minutes left in that time warm-up. Probably seems like forever since they've warmed up on these events. But the touch warm-up's just meant to kind of get you acclimated onto that event real quick. You go up there and do a couple skills just to get yourself mentally ready. Same thing on bars. You don't want to do a whole routine or anything like that because it does tire you out.
You usually focus on skills that you struggle with or things to build your self-confidence as you prepare for the event? Is there?
It kind of depends for the gymnast, I think, but a lot of times you do your acro series, your leap series, might do a full turn, and then do a dismount. Just depends on, I think, the individual gymnast. Maybe something that you were struggling on in the warm-ups, you're like, okay, I need to go ahead and do 1 or 2 of those just to kind of get your mind right. But it just depends.
Different beams at different gyms have different feels to them.
Yep, I definitely agree with you on that. But it's funny, you kind of get into the habit of doing the same thing. Like I personally would never warm up my mount. In practice, I would, or in the touch warm up, I would, or because I did a front somersault onto the beam, and for some reason, I would never warm it up. I would just go ahead and go out there and do it. And 9 out of 10 times I made it. I never, but it was weird. So like sometimes you have some really.
So you have a kind of mental plot if you want to, mental place you want to go to and stay in.
Yep. And I never did my series really. I just did like 1 back handspring versus 2. always hit a full turn. Always hit my full turn. But people, gymnasts are different. Some gymnasts don't even take their touch warm up. Some would just say, I don't want to get up there. They would just do it on the floor, and they just already warmed it up once. So, and we would never run through our routine necessarily on the floor, just do our leaps and jumps. But nowadays they do what we call not a walkthrough, but where you don't do your tumbling passes. You just do all the dance. Sometimes figure out where you want to start. If you're going to end facing the judge or end starting or begin with the judge right there, or you want to be far, far away from the judge. It just depends on your mindset.
Has the touch warm-up time changed at all over the years, or is it still the same amount of time?
I think it's a little bit longer now for some reason. Back in my day, I don't believe we got 6 minutes, but so anyway. A lot of the club or teams do the same thing. You pull those 6 girls that are doing that event and you put them together in a small group, and then either the beam judge or the bar, or not judge, but coach, and they'll talk to you individually. You'll see Kent right now. They're at the end of the beam, and all 6 of them are talking to the beam coach, and she's giving him some last instructions. Same thing that they'll do on bars. You'll pull all the 6 gymnasts on bars. The bar coach kind of will give it last coaching tips, and then they'll separate and go from there. So Megan is going to start us over on the uneven parallel bars for BGSU. On floor right now for Wilberforce, we have Michaela. Again, starting us off in that lead-off position. Getting ready for her first tumbling pass. Run up this back layout. Dance, Jackson 5, or music from the Michael Jackson era. We're changing it up a bit. It's really fun on floor to kind of see all the different personalities come out.
It is. That's one of the reasons it's my favorite event. Besides the tumbling, but the personalities definitely come with the music.
I enjoy watching the teammates kind of do the same moves that the girl on the event is doing. So, very good. Nice ending. We're up on the balance beam with Kent. We have Gabby Riley starting it off. And again, in that start-up position is a crucial position. It sets the tone. The beautiful side aerial there. Your coach will usually go with the gymnast that has been the most consistent in that start-off position, because you know that you can count on her to start off strong. Gain her full dismount. Step on the landing there. For the most part, a nice start for Kent on the beam. Megan over on the uneven parallel bars, starting us off. She had a 9.75 against Central Michigan. I did notice her dismount. She did have a little bit of a step on that landing, but for the most part, a very nice, clean routine. And she went with a 9.675 to start us off over there on the uneven parallel bars. We have our lone senior on bars right now. Kennedy Reinbrink is going to go. She is a senior.
Kennedy, a local girl. She went to Anthony Wayne High School, lives up in Maumee, real close to Bowling Green. Always nice to see local kids get to come compete.
Unfortunately, had to put her feet down on that kip, that connection there. But she kept the bar routine moving, which is nice. Good step on the landing there. She kept the routine moving, which was nice. She had a little bit of a, I don't know if her grips got caught or if she was a little too close to the bar and her feet had to touch the floor.
looks like Promise is getting ready over on the floor.
So for Gabby, she went with a 9.550 on the balance beam for Kent State. We're still waiting for a floor score for Michaela.
Ashley Morgan for Kent State up on the beam right now.
Full turn, very nice. Leaps here, switch leg leap. Kennedy went with a 9.675, so she handled herself well on her little issue that she had over there on the bars. Front aerial step out. Getting ready for her dismount. Back handspring step out. Back 1.5 twist. Just a little step on that landing. For BGSU, Megan Bingham was up over on the bars. Just getting ready for her dismounts. Giant layout. A little hop on the landing. Her high score this year at 9.775 against Western Michigan. So very nice routine for Megan. Nice toe point in the air in her handstands. Very nice. Over on floor then with Promise for Wilberforce. Getting ready for her first tumbling pass. Round off back layout. Her leap series, jumps and whatnot. Get to have that on the floor as well. Just have some kind of a leap combination. Promise for her second pass, round up back handspring, back layout. Sometimes it's hard to have to wait, you know what music is supposed to go with what move, and she was standing there for a little bit waiting for her, like, appropriate moment. Nice finish for Promise. Up on the bars for BGSU, we have Kayla Shaw. Beautiful toe handstand into a giant pull. Double back flyaway. Nice stuck landing. Nice combination to get some bonus points. Giant pull into a double back. Over on the beam, we have Zoe. Ashley Morgan went with a 9.750. Nice solid score for them on beam. Interesting combination. That cat leap into her dismount and the stuck landing. Very nice. Very excited about that routine. Her teammates are. Megan went with a 9.775, so tied her best score for the season. Be curious to see how Kayla did. 9.75 is her high score for the season. Oh, wow, 9.825.
That's excellent.
That's awesome. Totally shattered her high for the year. It's great. Very clean bar worker. I definitely like her style. All right. Looks ready for Love to come up on the uneven parallel bars. And here she goes.
Love that, yeah.
did her reverse hecht a little close to the bar. She pulled it out. Handstand, a little shy of the 180 there. Beautiful dismount. Double back layout. Fly away. Nice clean routine for Love. 90.825 at Eastern Michigan, her high this year. All right. Nina on beam. We've got Nina getting ready for her acro series. Wow. Back layout, step out, back layout, step out. You don't see that every day. Usually they have the back handspring in front. Full turn. Switch leg leap, getting her leap series requirement. Front aerial, step out, little balance check on that, landing. Getting ready for her dismount. Back handspring into a back 1.5 twist. Very nice. Very clean beam worker. Had a couple balance checks throughout, but for the most part, very nice. And we have Kira Thornton on bars for BGSU. High score this year, a 9.7. Let's see if she can better that. Back salto. Handstand pirouette, not quite over the top, had to go to the side a little bit on that. Be a little bit of a reduction. Handstand, nice, right up, 180. Full twisting double back. Just a little step forward. Nice solid routine for BGSU.
Kiora over on the floor for Wilberforce.
Doing a little dance right now. Nice leap series. Getting ready for her tumbling pass. Deep breath. Punch front, layout, punch front pull. Nice combination. Takes care of her double salto series. Very nice routine. Like her front tumbling on that. I was a front tumbler myself, and I can appreciate her punch front pull landing. We do have one exhibition over on the uneven parallel bars. We have Emily. She's going to show us what she can do. Exhibition is just a chance for those girls who maybe were injured, giving them a chance to kind of earn their way back into the lineup. Or someone who is just right there that needed some extra time to work on some skills. So let's see what she can do. Giant half into a ginger. Very nice. Handstand just a little short there. Back salto. Has 2 releases in her bar routine. Giant full. Ooh, different dismount. Flyway 1.5. She's a little short on that. Had to take a couple of steps back. Kira Thornton went with a 9.80. She improved her score by 1/10. Awesome job. So for bars, Bowling Green ended up with a 48.825. Strong score for them. And we are on the balance beam. Wait, Alyssa. She's waiting for her turn to step up. Nina went with a 9.550. Couple balance checks in that Beaver team, which probably cost a couple of tenths here and there. Then they're also conferencing about it as well. So Bee's going to take some time here. Again, talking about what one saw versus what maybe somebody else saw. It's definitely nerve-wracking because you're ready to go, and now you have to wait. You're at the mercy of the judges. As you can see, Kent State's coach is kind of a little disturbed about what maybe he's thinking they saw versus they didn't saw. They're going to score a little bit.
Does he have the opportunity to inquire if
Yes, he'll be able to.
He doesn't agree with the score?
Yes. Usually you have the inquiries already done. All you have to do is either sign them and then you have to submit them to the meet referee. So you don't have to like sit there and write things or anything. It's usually all written out for you.
Heidi Schultz going to come up on the balance beat for Kent State.
No, Alyssa already competed. She got the 9.
Yeah, 8. This is Heidi
Oh,
Schultz.
this is Heidi, okay. So 9.85 for Alyssa. Very good, very good. Ooh, beautiful jump there. 180. Straddle 3/4. Cat lead. So front aerial somersault. Nice landing.
See the excitement in her face when she stuck that.
Backhand from back layout. Beautiful series. I didn't move. Interesting start to a full turn. All she has left is her dismounts. Back handspring step out. Back 1.5. Just a slight hop on the landing there. Very solid performance on the balance beam. That should be a high score.
Madison Kelly from Wilberforce over on the floor.
Awesome. Likes to dance, you can kind of tell with the music and the moves. First tumbling pass. Double back tuck. Nicely done.
On those tumbling passes, are the judges looking at the specific skills that are completed? Are they looking at height? Are they looking at all of that as they assess those?
All the above. Yep, the landings. Either they have to step forward or step back, or do they stick the landing? Just depends on the skill. Beautiful landing on that. A little hammer time over there on the floor. Oh, nice. Nice.
Put the crowd into it when there's a little bit of music they can relate to.
Yep.
We have Anika Most from Kent State as an exhibition on the balance beam right now.
Oh, beautiful. Front aerial step out immediately into a scale. She'll get some bonus tenths for that combination. The leap series, switch leg leap. Split 3/4. believe it or not, it's very hard to smile when you are on the beam because you are so focused on the routine that you forget to smile sometimes. You have to tell yourself when to smile because the judges like to see that you are comfortable. Gainer off the end. Nice job. You actually choreograph in your routine when you smile. Nice clean routine for Anika.
So in this rotation, we still have one more competitor from Wilberforce on the floor exercise. That'll be Diamond Cook. Right now, the judges are currently assessing Madison Kelly's routine, and then Diamond will complete the second rotation. Bowling Green ended up on the even bars with a final score of 48.825, and Kent State ended up with a 48.525. So the running totals right now, BGSU has a 97.575, Kent State has a 97.8, and Wilberforce, who hasn't finished their floor routine, will have to add their score in as soon as that's done.
I'm happy to see Diamond kind of loose and relaxed, ready to go. I know that the judges are still conversing or talking about her floor routine, her teammates, so she's trying to stay loose. Anything she can do to relax before her routine. And here she goes. She had a little ding to begin. Everybody uses something different to say, all right, time to go. Oops. Back 1.5 to immediate punch front. One of the requirements is you have to have a tumbling pass that has 2 saltos in it. And a double back does not count, so it has to be some kind of a connection, in which she just did, but unfortunately fell on. Leap series, switch leg. Getting ready for our next tumbling pass. Very nice punch front layout to a punch front full. See her teammates dancing with her and everything. That's really cool. They're having fun with it. All right, so we'll just wait for her scoring to bring the second rotation to a close. And then the gymnasts will then proceed to their third rotation. BGSU will move to the balance beam. Kent State will move to the floor exercise, and then Wilberforce will head on over closest to us over here on the vault. I personally always thought it was really hard to go from floor to vault because your legs kind of feel like jello after doing your floor routine. You have to be in great shape to get yourself ready for vault. I always thought that was really hard. It was hard for me anyway. My legs always felt like jello, and then you had to run down the vault, and sometimes that was hard.
So as a coach, you may strategically try to not have the same athletes unless it's an all-around competitor that's going to do both of those events back to back.
That would be correct. That would be correct. And I was not an all-around. I was an all-arounder my freshman year, but then I dropped off bars, so I still had to go from floor to vault sometimes. And that was hard, at least for me.
You're watching the Falcon Tri-Meet live stream on WBGU from the Stroh Center on the campus of Bowling Green State University. We'll be right back.
University, we are a public university for the public good. A nationally ranked research university, we create public good through our graduates who lead and our collective pursuit of impact in Ohio and beyond. Founded in the Midwest, we never shy away from hard work. We embrace our responsibility to do good. We are proud to have state in our name. It's who we are, always striving forward. Always a public university, always for the public good.
There's a reason Bowling Green State University is ranked #1 in Ohio for student experience. Our in-demand degrees and life design program prepare students for their first career and their next. With an unparalleled support system at a national research university, BGSU offers an unrivaled experience, all on a vibrant campus in one of America's best college towns. It's also why Bowling Green State University is the #1 school in the Midwest that students would choose again for the 4th year in a row.
A bold approach to engineering. At Bowling Green State University, our engineering degrees fuse the science of traditional engineering with technology and hands-on skills. This combination is what employers are looking for in the up-and-coming fields of robotics, advanced manufacturing, and systems engineering. It's why our graduates find jobs and why BGSU stands out. Don't just get a degree. Secure your future at BGSU.
All right. Welcome back to the Stroh. We're in our middle of our touch warm-up for our 3rd rotation. And as I said before, Wilberforce is getting ready for vault. Bars is going to take a little bit of a break. BGSU is on the balance beam, and Kent State will be on the floor exercise. All right, a look back on rotation number 2. BG on the uneven parallel bars, which in talking with Brittany, she had mentioned that bars and vault were kind of an area where they were a little weak on, and she was really focusing on trying to up those routines. And I think she did that on the uneven parallel bars today. They had a nice score. Here's Kent on the balance beam, finishing up a nice rotation for them. A lot that goes into competing on bars. You'll see all the mats being moved by coaches, and coaches stepping in to kind of just make sure that in case anything happens, they're there to catch the gymnast. Sometimes that's a confidence thing, just to help the gymnast. Nice leap series on beam. And aerial step out. Dismount combination here, the back 1.5. Almost a stuck landing, just a teeny step forward. On bars, you have to have that release move, which usually from high to low or low to high, either one. Acro series, a very common acro series, the back handspring, the layout, and step out. Cat leap into that side aerial. Side aerial is making a comeback this year. Good, nice handstands right on top of the bar. The guys are looking for that. Legs together on all of your handstands and release moves. Cleaner the better. Nice dismount there. The back handspring, back 1.5. I don't see a mount with the board anymore on bars. Usually the gymnasts just kind of get started and don't rely on a board or anything.
So that bar score for Bowling Green is their highest of the season. Their previous high had been a 48.6, and they got a 48.825.
That's
so
awesome. So
Coach said she was focused on it. Certainly they have. They've improved. That's excellent.
they're definitely on a way of getting a nice high team score today in this meet. Hopefully it can be used for their regional qualifying score. Just finishing up our touch warm-up here. Wilberforce over on the vaults. There's again a lot to go on to get ready for an event. You got to move the horse up, you got to move it down, you got to move the board in, you got to move the board out. Just depends on each gymnast has a different setting and whatnot. Same thing with floor. Mats in, mats out. You can use mats on the floor. They really try to help with the landings because they take a beating on your body. There is the horn. We're ready for rotation number 3. You see where Kent State's getting a little talking to right before they begin. Those are the floor competitors. One last word of encouragement. They know what they need to do. They practice, but sometimes you just need one little word of encouragement. Same thing on the balance beam. You see the beam coach kind of talking to the girls, saying, hey, you have this. You've done it a million times in practice. This is what you need to do. It takes a village. And the girls that are not competing on that event are the ones who are moving the mats and moving the boards and things of that nature. So it looks like we're ready to get started on the vault. Michaela is going to start for Wilberforce. Just waiting for the judges' signal, and we'll get started. And there it is. All right, for Michaela, the vault was just a soup. They call a round off onto the horse, half turn into a back somersault. Nice start for Wilberforce. Blue exercise, Gabby. Punch front, and the back tuck. Ooh, really close to going out of bounds, but managed to stay in. Like I said, able to use that mat. There's no deduction for using that mat. A lot of gymnasts have been using that to help with the ankles and whatnot. This leap series, wolf pull. She's having a good time with her floor team, lots of smiling. Nice slower part before her next telling pass to catch her breath. Front 1.5 to a back layout step out. Nice combination there. Nice ending right there on the music. Over on the balance beam for BGSU, we had Faye start us off. Faye, from what I could see or hear, pretty solid routine. On the vault for Michaela, went with a 9.0. Nice job, nice score on her vault. And now we're getting ready for Danielle. Did a front handspring, probably just to have 5 people in the lineup to maybe get a team score, or maybe coming back from an injury. Not a very difficult vault for her. All right, getting ready on the balance beam. We have Tegan Milligan. She is up second.
Her high score this year has been a 9.425.
I'm sure definitely would like to go higher than that. You want to try to average between a 9.8 and 9.85 for everyone to try to average that score to get a good solid team score that you could use for your regional qualifying and post-conference things. Looks like that first routine for BGSU is going to require a little conversation. Score for Danielle on vault for Wilberforce, an 8.40. And like I said, probably maybe coming back from an injury or just needing to put a score in there to have 5 for a team score. But at 8.4. And we're getting ready for Madison on the vault. Up on floor for Kent, we have Emma. First tumbling pass. Punch front, run it back handspring, double tuck. Very nice ending. Very nice. Nice step back. Wolf 1.5. You don't want to dance on the mat that you just landed on. It's hard to dance on that kind of. So she stepped off and did her dance. Nice leap series there. Getting ready for our next tumbling pass after some nice dance moves. Double back in the pike position. A lot of the gymnasts these days only do 2 tumbling passes versus 3. Just depends on your routine and what you're trying to accomplish. All right, we're
Tegan is getting ready to finish up her routine on the balance beam for BGSU.
Dismount, run up, 1.5. Just a little bit of a low landing on that. A couple of balance checks throughout that routine. But I definitely think her high of a 9.425 might get broken today. Nice Kuchenko full on the vault from Kiora. Madison went with a 9.20 for her vault. Nice solid score, and we'll see what Kiora can score in her Yuchenko full. Very nice. On the floor, we are getting ready for Jersey. She is up next, getting the mats ready. Getting a little chalk. Believe it or not, we do use chalk. We use chalk on everything. On floor, on beam, on vault. It's not just for bars.
How much of that is actually grip or just maybe gets into your head a little bit that you need it, or?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
A little bit of both. Sometimes you sweat until your feet sweat and make them slippery, so you want to make them dry, so you put chalk on them. Same thing with your fingers. Even on your legs when you grab for your double back on floor. If you're slippery, it'll slide, and so chalk does help.
Good.
Here we go with Jersey.
Jersey Bingham, Kent State on the floor.
All right, stepping into that corner, and here we go. Front handspring, front double twist, somersault, very nice. An E element in the scoring world. An E is the highest element that you can do. Second pass. Back 1.5 to a punch front layout. Double salto pass is what they call that. And now she'll just dance and jump around. She's going to be getting ready for her third tumbling pass. Some do 2, some do 3. It just depends on, maybe she's a strong tumbler. Rudy, 1.5, and so you want to tumble more, where if you're not a strong tumbler, you might want to dance more. Nice routine for Jersey.
Megan Bingham from Bowling Green just started her beam routine.
His score on beam is a 9.35 for Tegan. A little low, but I believe some of the balance checks really cost her in that retrospect. But Megan Bingham right now on the balance beam, off to a solid start. Nice jump combination there. Dismount. Oh, really tried to stick that landing. A back 1.5 twist. Really fought for that landing. Looks as though Wilberforce is all finished on the vault. We're just waiting for a score for Diamond. For Jersey on floor, 9.825. Nice solid score for Jersey for Kent State. Up next, we have Charlie. We have music from all eras. Back in the 70s to now. Music has changed quite a bit since I competed. A lot of up-and-coming tunes.
Still not allowed to have words in your floor routine, is that correct?
You are not allowed to have words, that is correct. Must be all instrumental. Punch front to run off double back tuck. Beautiful.
Great height in that.
Beautiful leap combinations. Definitely 180 split is what the judges are looking for. Getting ready for our next tumbling pass. Punch. Double twist. Nice floor routine from Charlie.
Nadia for BGSU on the balance beam right now.
A little bit low on that switch quarter. Front foot was a little bit below, so it wasn't quite 180. Side aerial, awesome combination. Full turn. Meeting all of her requirements. Get ready for a dismount. Notice how she kind of looked back to make sure she was at the end of the beam for that round off. 1.5. Just a little hop on the landing there. All right, we'll wait for her score. We're gonna, Elise is up next on the balance beam. And Nina on the floor for Kent State. And Charlie went with a 9.775 for Kent State on floor. Some nice solid scores for Kent. All right, up on the floor. Nina's ready to go. She's signaled a judge, and she will now begin. That's her beginning sound. Not sure what that is. Ready for that first summon pass. Back in front, double back pike. Very nice. Height and landing. Interesting. She's going to tumble across the mat. Beautiful. Punch front into a punch front full. Leap combination. Beautiful. You can see she's really having fun with her dance, as well as her teammates are enjoying her dance as well. Heading into that corner for her next tumbling pass. This is her third pass. Run up back handspring, double tuck. Oh no. I think when she stepped back.
Judge 2 is 9. Correct. Okay. And it should be an 8, 8, 5. Correct. I don't know. I mean, if you want, I can.
Over on the beam, Bowling Green's Elise Brazuco just finished up. She's waiting on her score.
All right. Wilberforce finished up on the vault with a score of 44.850. So a nice solid score for Wilberforce on the vault. All right. Next up on balance beam will be Love.
All back pin. Bowling Green.
I do believe Love's a Ohio girl. I think she's from Columbus.
Love this?
Yes. I always like to see gymnasts come from Ohio, since that's where I'm from and went to BGSU, and so I like that.
She is. Love's currently a sophomore. She's from Columbus.
All right, she's up for the beam. Her high score this season so far is a 9.775. Beautiful back handspring layout step out for her acro series. Very nice. Instead of a side aerial step out, she did a side aerial landing on 2 feet. Something a little different. Getting ready for that dismount, making sure she is at the end of the beam for her round off. 1.5 twist. Just a small hop. Very nice routine. We do have an exhibition on the beam, so Kayla Shaw is going to go ahead and compete in the exhibition spot. And up next on the floor exercise for Kent is Alyssa. She's going to go ahead and be ready to present and begin her routine. Pretty tough to be the next competitor up after watching your teammate get hurt. But hopefully everything is okay. And positive thoughts for the injured. So Alyssa, let's see what she does. Here we go with our first tumbling pass. All right, punch front. Go front forward. Good. We'll lay out position. Got some leaps. Beautiful leaps from Kayla. I love the facial expression. Very nice. They're trying to have a good time. Setting up for that next tumbling pass. Kind of working in the corner, taking a deep breath. I don't know if that handspring. Does that quite? A little stiff-legged on that ending, but for the most part, probably just a sigh of relief having finished their team, especially after the injury. You never want to see a teammate go down. All right.
Kayla Shaw just finished up her beam routine for the Falcons. That'll complete their group on the beam.
We have one exhibition on floor. Nastia for Kent State is going to perform, and maybe not, because Kent looks as though they have gathered everyone together for a little bit of a talk. So I'm not sure.
So Bowling Green finished with a 48.275 on the beam. Kent State finished. Well, they're still adding up Alyssa's score, so we'll have to wait on that.
Okay. I guess we're not going to have an exhibition on floor, as we maybe were first told, which is perfectly fine. So we'll get ready to move to our last rotation. BGSU will finish up on the floor. Kent State is going to come on over to the vault, and Wilberforce will finish up on the uneven parallel bars. Looks as though for Kent, the score of a 9.650.
Okay, you are watching the Falcon Tri-Meet live stream on WBGU from the Stroh Center on the campus of Bowling Green State University. We'll be right back.
State University. We are a public university for the public good. A nationally ranked research university, we create public good through our graduates who lead and our collective pursuit of impact in Ohio and beyond. Founded in the Midwest, we never shy away from hard work. We embrace our responsibility to do good. We are proud to have state in our name. It's who we are, always striving forward. Always a public university, always for the public good.
There's a reason Bowling Green State University is ranked #1 in Ohio for student experience. Our in-demand degrees and life design program prepare students for their first career and their next. With an unparalleled support system at a national research university, BGSU offers an unrivaled experience, all on a vibrant campus in one of America's best college towns. It's also why Bowling Green State University is the #1 school in the Midwest that students would choose again for the 4th year in a row.
A bold approach to engineering. At Bowling Green State University, our engineering degrees fuse the science of traditional engineering with technology and hands-on skills. This combination is what employers are looking for in the up-and-coming fields of robotics, advanced manufacturing, and systems engineering. It's why our graduates find jobs and why BGSU stands out. Don't just get a degree. Secure your future at BGSU.
All right. Welcome back to the Stroh Center. We have moved into our 4th and final rotation. Kent State will be on the vault. Wilberforce will be on bars. Beam is all done, and BGSU will finish up on the floor exercise. All right. let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from the previous rotation. On the bounce beam for BGSU. Beautiful back handspring layout. Triple series, as they call it. There's that side aerial. You'll see many girls compete that, or have competed that since beam was finished. Nice stuck landing. Feet were a little apart on that landing, but again, no steps. Wilberforce, very nice. Had a strong showing on the vault. Again, Bowling Green did improve on the beam somewhat. Some scores did. Some gymnasts were able to get their high personal best. Can't even tell you how many times you do that beam routine in your mind, on a line, in the gym. It's interesting, your teammates know your routine sometimes better than you do. Your Trenko layout. Oh. A little fall there. I had to count that because I only had 5 athletes on that 8 apparatus. Cat leap. Switch quarter. Aerial cartwheel. Back handspring, layout step up. Fortunately, there's that fall. That fall cost 5/10 of a deduction. So that's why the score of a 9.025, unfortunately. And dismount, round up, 1.5. Blind landing. Those are tough. All right, we're just about ready to begin our final rotation.
Final rotation, Bowling Green will be on the floor. Their high score this season has been the team score has been a 49.1. Running scores right now, BGSU has a 145.850, Kent State a 146.450, and Wilberforce has a 130.575. Entering the final rotation.
Right now, the coaches are just pulling them together, giving them a couple things to think about while they're out there competing. Oftentimes, they sometimes say it's hard to finish up on floor because the adrenaline is going and pumping through you, and sometimes that's when you tumble a little harder and you're out of bounds or whatnot. So they should probably try just to calm them down, saying, "Hey, we need this score." They're on the way to a nice score that they can add into their RQS score, which is the regional qualifying score. And like I said before, BGSU, they were on the road. They had 2 meets within 7 days, and now they're home, but I think their bodies are probably a little tired.
Their season continues, right? They still have more meets coming up.
Yeah, they do. They're actually going to visit Michigan State in the next couple of weeks. And Michigan State, I believe, right now is number 6 in the nation. So that's going to be a great environment to compete at up there in East Lansing, I do believe, for them and for Michigan State. It'll be a fun meet.
March 9th, they're going to Northern Illinois, and then March 16th, the Sunday the 16th, they'll be over at Michigan State.
That'll be a nice prequel to their MAC championship. They'll be at Michigan State. Crowd will be crazy. Number 6 in the nation, and then they'll go ahead and head to the MAC championship. So that's awesome. All right. We start with on the floor with Megan, and then of course on vault for Kent State we have Maya Millibor. Right now we're going to go ahead and watch BGSU on the floor.
Megan's high score this year has been a 9.825.
That's why I'm saying when you start in that first position, a solid score that will set the tone, and her routine will do just that. She's a beautiful dancer, beautiful line, beautiful toe point. I love that she's a front tumbler. I was a front tumbler, so I can definitely appreciate that. Nice combination series there. Getting ready for her leaps. Switch leg leap. Getting ready for that second pass. We see Brittany right there in the corner cheering her on. Back layout to a punch front full. Nice combination. Ready for her third tumbling pass. So her routine has 3 tumbling passes in it. Just punch front. Beautiful punch front to a punch front full. Beautiful dancer. Nice routine.
Strong start for the Falcons.
Absolutely.
For Kent State, Maya, their first vaulter, got a score of a 9.825.
And
That's
again,
a
strong.
score.
You put that strong score at the beginning. Sets the tone. Nastia for Kent State is up on the vault, doing the same vault that Yurchenko full. Like I said earlier, unfortunately this vault is only worth a 9.95, so if she was to do it perfect, that's the highest score she could get. As a matter of fact, in vault, this vault has been the only event in NCAA this year that had not awarded a 10 until this past Friday, where a gymnast from Florida scored the first perfect 10 on vault.
For this season.
For this
correct?
season, yep. It was definitely a long time coming. All right, Nastia. A little short on her landing, had to take a hop forward. Still a very nice vault. All right, on floor for BGSU, we have Landon Williams.
Landon's high score this season has been a 9.725.
For Megan, she went with a 9.775 to start us off. Nice solid score. Ready for her first tumbling pass. Punch front layout to a Rudy, which is a 1.5. Leap series. Oftentimes when you combine your leap series, you can get some bonus points, or bonus 10s for that, to get that start value up to the 10.0.
Is there a limit on the bonus points that you can earn in any routine?
Well, you want your start value to be a 10.0, so after you do all your requirements, you just have the bonus points to get you to a 10. So you can't really go over a 10-point start value. So, some girls would have a lot of bonus. But
Is that kind of the difference between NCAA gymnastics and maybe Olympic gymnastics, or the scoring is different that way?
yep, 100%. All right, nice routine from Lane. Bars, and Danielle was up first.
I think they're working on Danielle's score. I think Kiora is waiting for her opportunity.
All right, so Ashley for Kent went with a 9.625 on her Yurchenko full. Right now we're getting ready for Gabby, it looks like. Doing the same vault, the Yurchenko full.
Megan Bingham from Bowling Green State University over on the floor.
Awesome.
Her high score this season is a 9.825.
Getting ready for that first pass. Here we go. Going up back handspring. Oh. Ooh, beautiful pike double back. Almost out of bounds, but did not. You have a sense of awareness. You kind of know where those lines are. Wolf 1.5. There's Brittany once again, just cheering her on, letting her know she's got this. Here we go.
Great height on that.
Very clean landing. Obviously, you can take a step back and you will not receive a deduction. If you do happen to step forward, then you have a low landing, and so therefore they do have a deduction for that. All right, Gabby's vault score was a 9.70. Nice solid score for Kent. Talk about a stuck landing on that vault for Charlie. That was a beautiful vault. A little low on the landing. She had to pike down a little bit, but her feet did not move, so that was a stuck landing. It was very good. Should be a nice, solid score for Kent. Getting ready for the next competitor on the floor exercise. We have Madison. 9.80 is her strongest or her highest score. Like I said, they're getting ready. You'll notice that all the other teammates who are not competing on floor are getting things ready for their teammate, putting tape on the mats, making sure everything is set up for her. .85 for that vault for Charlie. So only 1/10 of a deduction. With that stuck landing and probably just a little low on her chest, which would cause the deduction. All right, Madison is getting ready for floor. Just waiting for the judge. Hand up, and here we go. Okay, first timing pass. On that back handspring, double back pike. Beautiful landing. There's our leap series. Beautiful 180 split. They're just looking for that. Again, there's Brittany in the corner getting ready to cheer her on. Telling her that she's got this. Got one last pass. Here we go. Right step out. Double back tuck. Beautiful. Madison, very pretty dancer out there, and a nice strong tumbler as well. It's a good combination. Looks like Kent State has finished on the vault, and their exhibition gymnast actually, because the gymnast that got hurt on floor, she stepped into the role and did a nice job with a 9.65. And that's what an exhibition gymnast does, is that if somebody happens to get hurt, prime example, or whatnot, then they have to move in and be ready to go. So that's awesome. She was obviously ready to go.
That gave Kent State a final score of 48.7 on the vault for a final score for the afternoon of 195.150.
It's like a nice score on floor. We hear some cheering over there, so we're waiting to see what the score is.
9.875 for Madison.
That's awesome. It's definitely her high from a 9.8.0 to a 9.875. That's awesome. All right, we've got a couple more routines. We have Kayla. Her high is a 9.875. Let's go ahead and see if she can improve on that. As you get closer to a 10, it's kind of hard to improve on those scores because you're already hitting the ceiling on that.
Splitting hairs,
Yep.
There's little tiny things.
Exactly. That makes it hard sometimes. You fix one problem and then sometimes something else pops up, and it's unfortunate that you have to fix that as well. It's just the nature of the beast. All right. Kayla is ready to go. Waiting for that Falcon squawk, or what you call it. There we are. We just had a ding. We didn't have a squawk. Double back pike. I didn't think she was going to land on the mat. I thought she was going to land in front of it, but she handled that nicely. Beautiful jumps. Again, the judges are looking for that 180 split. I think she did it. Whoops, a little wobble in the corner. She's looking back to make sure she's in the corner. Punch front, back handspring, double tuck. Beautiful. Probably didn't even really need to step back on that, but just did, just to make sure we were okay.
Strong routine. Great finish for Kayla.
You can tell she was happy about it. All right, we're over on the uneven parallel bars.
Jaden Bryant for Wilberforce.
Awesome. A little short on that handstand there. Toe hand, perfect, right on top. Dismount, toe front. It's a big step on the landing, but again, different dismount. Usually you see the double back flyaways and things of that nature, and she did a toe front, kind of old school. Good for her. All right, looks as though we're getting the floor ready for Kira.
Kira Thornton.
Her high score this year is a 9.825.
BG scores, their high scores, they definitely got in those ranges that you've talked about in the 9.8s. You put it all together on the same day, have a fantastic team score.
It would definitely help, like their RQS score, like I said, to help them possibly qualify to the regionals.
Kayla Shaw ended up with a 9.850 for Bowling Green on the floor.
Even though it's not her highest, but still a nice score.
So as teams prepare for the regionals, is there only a certain number of teams that get to attend? Is that based on scores, or everybody that meets a certain score all get to attend? Or?
No, well, there's different regions in the United States, but you have to have an RQ score. Top, I think it's the top 8. You have different regions, and then you have to take your, I think, top 6, and you can throw out your high, and then you average your 5 together, and that RQS score qualifies you to regionals. So for a while, BGSU had a 189 that they were counting, so it's nice they can throw that 189 out, and then they can put something else in that place, and the RQ score is going to be much higher. And some regions are a lot harder than others to get to. All right, front handspring to a front 1.5, which is called a Rudy. Getting ready for her next pass. On a back handspring, back 1.5 to a punch front layout. That double salto requirement. just going to dance for a little bit.
All her teammates mimicking her routine. It's just excellent.
Beautiful leaps, definitely 180. She goes for that third tumbling pass. Line up back handspring, double back tuck. A little bit of a harsh landing there. Like I said, almost bounced out of bounds, but she did keep it in. So,
nice finish to that routine.
she even kind of knows, whoops, almost went out of bounds there. Had a little bit of power on that landing, but for the most part, a very nice routine. Solid for BGSU.
Real excited to see her score, see her final score here for the Falcons. Could be a season high, we'll have to see.
And what is their season high? A 194.775. Let's see if we can get that. Maybe, yeah, have a high team score this to finish off in the Stroh for senior day. That was at Ball State on February 2nd, the 194.775. So it wasn't even a home meet, it was on the road. Looks as though we've got one more competitor on the uneven parallel bars for Wilberforce. Madison. She's waiting again for the judges to get that score. And then we have an exhibition on floor. Nadia is going to go ahead and perform. And then that'll bring us to a close. Like I said, nothing waiting. It's hard waiting for that, for those judges. You try to stay as loose as possible. Try to keep your mind on something else. Like I said, this exhibition spot's important because you never know what's going to happen. And today there is a prime example of what could happen.
Madison from Wilberforce that's on the bars right now.
Her pack salto, a little close to the bar, but she's able to pull it out. She keeps her bar routine moving. No stop in the flow. A little slight, on that giant, just a little short on that giant before her dismount. She's going to climb back up there. She's going to try it again. Giant. Giant to lay out flyaway. Unfortunate, had that fall there right toward the end, but she got back up and she finished. Good for her. And here we go with Nadia, our last performer of the day. Let's see what she opens up with for her first tumbling pass. Usually your hardest pass is your first tumbling pass. Usually. Punch front double twist. The leap series. Oh, just a leap. There's her leap series. Very nice. All right, gonna get ready for her final tumbling pass. Step back in that corner. I love how Brittany's in the corner. That last pass is the hardest pass, and it's nice to have somebody cheering you on. Ooh, back 1.5 punch front layout. Very nice. Very nice job. Even as an exhibition, your teammates get excited for you, cheer you on, want you to do your best, even though your score does not count.
So it looks like the final rotation in the floor exercise. Bowling Green ended up with a total score of 49.050.
So very close to their high of a 49.1, just a couple
half a hundredth, right?
Yeah, and unfortunately, Kira Thornton's score of a 9.625 definitely was below her high. Her last sewing pass really hurt her score, so they probably would even have broken their record for a high score on floor if that had not happened.
In the vault, Kent State ended up with a 48.7.
Unfortunately, these scores are not 100% final, because what happens is there are some inquiries, I believe, that are still out there. You have to do them at a certain time when the rotation is over. And like right now, I know Brittany is, based on her actions and what she's doing with that piece of paper, she's inquiring about somebody's floor routine. She's giving it to the head judge, and so that score could change somewhere, usually on floor, because that's the event that they're on. And so these scores are unofficial until they sign on the dotted line, so to speak.
Even if bowling, their score wouldn't go down, so 194.950 would still be the season high, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. And yeah, the score would not go down. If you inquire, I've never seen that happen. It only happened when the judges get together. Sometimes their scores drop, but that's after the routine or whatnot. So, but then again, nothing might happen, so this might be the final team score. We have to wait and see.
What a great way for the Falcons to have senior night, send their seniors out with the high score of the season. Want to start to peak here towards the end of the season as you're getting ready for the MAC championships and hopefully qualify for regionals.
Yeah, I don't know what their chances are. I don't know how they are ranked in the region right now. If they're close, I don't know where they fare. I'm not sure what region we are in, to be honest. Still.
That's a great thing to see from a team, though, as their scores are improving towards the end of the season. It shows team buy-in, shows the coaches are still working with them, shows the athletes are still committed to getting better. A lot of positives when you see those scores continue to rise towards the end of the season.
Well, you want to peak you want to peak usually at the end of the season.
Absolutely.
At the right time.
Absolutely.
So we shall see. I know when we qualified for the regional in 1991, we went to New Hampshire for our region. But I'm not sure if BGSU can qualify, where they would go. They have a big senior class. They have 7 athletes that are seniors this year.
Yep.
That's considered to be a big class.
I wonder how that'll impact how the team dynamics will change. Your senior leadership changes, but also then the coaches will bring in new athletes, and that breeds competition, which pushes everybody to rise and get better.
I'd be curious to know how many are going to use their extra year of eligibility during the COVID year, or how that affects that kind of thing as well. Now it's just kind of a waiting game, kind of making sure the scores are final. All the judges have signed off on them. And once they have signed off on them, that makes them official. It doesn't look as though anything has changed as of right now.
So it looks like our final scores, if they hold, Wilberforce with a 174.050, Bowling Green in second with a 194.950, and Kent State with a 195.150. So if these scores hold, that will be the highest score for Bowling Green this season. And again, great thing for them to do on their senior afternoon, senior competition, and as they prepare for the end of the season.
It's interesting now to see all the tape come off the ankles and the ice packs come out and heating pads, and even if you're not injured, it's just those chronic day-to-day stiff, sore, all the above. That's nice. They're going to recognize the seniors from Kent State and Wilberforce, which is nice. That you recognize the seniors from other schools. And looks as though we're going to have a change in score as the judge comes over to the table here. So we'll have to wait and see if the team score does change. Like I said, it's kind of a waiting game just to get those scores solidified. And I think they're going to honor the seniors from BGSU. I'm not sure if that's coming before they announce the awards or like the winners or after. Right now, the girls are just kind of relaxed, kind of looking at the big board there, kind of enjoying themselves.
I'm sure they know when the judges are over talking the score, something's going to change, so they're waiting to see what happens also.
And looking at BGSU's team scores, it just seems like Beam seems to be their nemesis, 48.325. All the bars are almost 49s, but Beam, they didn't have to count a fall, but they did have some lower scores, which definitely impacted their overall team score. So I know Brittany will look at that and take a look at how she can get those girls to score a little higher on Beam. Because like I said, Beam is the Achilles heel.
And that may, if she has 7 seniors, that may impact her recruiting as she looks forward as to what they try to strengthen up to become stronger as a team.
Beam is a mind game. That 4 inches and whatnot, when you can do it perfectly in practice and perfectly, on the line or in touch warm-ups, then when you get up there in front of those judges, something shifts and your mind, you get nervous, you second guess yourself. And even on the little things you bobble or fall off on, like a full turn or a leap, which you've done a million times. Not only can you qualify to regional as a team, you can qualify as an individual, so your team does not have to qualify. So you can qualify as an all-arounder. You can qualify, at least back in my time period, you could qualify as an individual on a certain event. So they do look at individual scores as well as team scores. So your team could go, or you could go as an individual. It just kind of depends on where you fall.
Now, will gymnasts at the end of the season, will many of them take a small break, or will they work out? Will they go back to their home gyms to work out? Or?
I believe they take a break after the season. I know when I went home in between my freshman and sophomore year, and I went back to my private club and worked out there. And then as I got older, we would stay for the summer and we'd work out in the gym, have designated workout days and that kind of thing if we did not go home to our home gym. But you really can't take some time off. You have to kind of continue to work it.
I'd imagine, absolutely.
So it looks as though our top finisher on vault was Megan Bingham with a 9.850. She and Charlie Benner from Kent tied. So congratulations to them for the official vault awards.
From Kent State University with scores of 9.875.
Unfortunately for the uneven parallel bars, we did not have anyone placed in the top 3. All from Kent, ranging from 9.875 to 9.775. So,
on the balance beam,
on balance beam,
congratulations from Bowling Green State University with a score of 9.775. Love Akpan. Second place from Kent State with a score of 9.825. Heidi Schultz
with a 9.75, finish third, and then
in first place, saying congratulations goes with a score of 9.850 from Kent State University.
On beam.
Alyssa
So congratulations to them.
Scores on the floor. Third place, saying congratulations with a score of 9.825 from Kent State University, Jersey Bingham.
Green scores on the
Second
floor
place,
outstanding.
Wow, they are.
9.850
Kayla
from
Shaw,
Bowling Green State
9.85.
University, Kayla Shaw.
Finishing second, and Madison Coburn from BGSU, 9.875, taking the
In
top
first
honor
place,
on
the
floor.
congratulations goes with a score of
Congratulations to those BGSU
9.875
Falcons. That's
from
awesome.
Bowling Green State University, Madison Coburn.
And then
In
there's
the
the
individual
all-arounds.
all-round competition,
We usually have about 1 or 2 girls
third
that
place with a
compete in the
score of
all-arounds.
35.50 from Wilberforce, Madison Kelly.
And in the all-around,
Second place
looks
with a
like we
score of
have Megan Bingham.
37.475 from
She was the
Wilberforce.
all-rounder,
Kira Pert-Williams.
39.075. Took top honors again. She's done this quite a number of times this year.
And congratulations goes to today's
Congratulations,
all-round winner
Megan.
with a score of 39.075 from Bowling Green State University, Megan Bingham. And so our final scores for this
And then the
afternoon's meet is
unofficial
the
team
squad from
score.
Wilberforce with a score of 174.050. The squad from Bowling Green with a 194.950. Congratulations will go to the squad from Kent State University with a
Kent
score
State,
of
yeah. Kent State did take honors today in the team
195.175.
score. And 194.95 for BGSU. A nice
That's season high.
season high. What can you ask for? Going in the right direction.
And so that does conclude the score presentation. In just a moment, we'll have our presentation for the seniors for Bowling Green State University.
Getting ready to honor the 7 seniors, I believe. Bringing the families out.
And just a reminder, everybody, that BGSU Gymnastics will be signing autographs upstairs following the awards presentation, again on the main concourse upstairs.
We need to continue through senior day. They told me to do that.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's introduce you Bowling Green's 8 seniors. On the floor, the seniors are going to be
8
joined by
seniors.
BGSU Athletic
Oh,
Director
wow, there's
Erin
8?
Vandermeer, Deputy Athletic Director and Senior
I
Women's
thought there was only
Administrator
7, but
Connie
I guess maybe
Coordinator
one slipped
Stacey
in there.
Koziak, and Gymnastics Head Coach Brittany Emmons. Our first senior is a psychology major with a minor in health promotion. She plans to attend BGSU's occupational
the
therapy
local
doctorate
girl.
program this
Mommy.
coming fall. She's a 3-time WCGA Scholastic All-American and holds a career high of 9.75 on the bars. She's escorted by her mom, Stacy Kreinbrink, her father, Jason Kreinbrink, and brothers Kate and sister Carly. From Maumee, Ohio, it's senior Kennedy Kreinbrink. Next up, we have an applied health science major who's going to be attending nursing school with the goal of becoming a nurse practitioner. She's a 2-time WCGA Scholastic All-American who notched a 9.675 on a beam exhibition last year at Pitt. She's escorted by her mom, Lori Bokey, father Stacy Bokey, and boyfriend Peyton Wilson. From Bridgeport, West Virginia, it's senior Kaylee Bokey. Our next senior is a business major, majoring in marketing and a member of the Student Athletic Administration Council. She's also going to travel this summer and then plans to work abroad. She was a 2023 NCAA individual event regional qualifier on the vault, and she owns career highs on vault with a 9.90, bars with a 9.825, beam with a 9.825, and floor with a 9.85. And all around with a score of 39.175. She's escorted by her mother, Shirley Awelnick, her grandma, Teresa Roca, and her sisters, Nira and Catherine, from Bristow, Virginia, Katrina Mendez Awelnick. Next up, we have an important member in growing our BG Gymnastics social media. He's a political science major with a minor in advertising and will be working and living in Alaska this summer before moving to Chicago in the fall. Our student manager is escorted by his mother, Michelle Wilhelm, and his father, Chris Wilhelm, from Webster Groves, Missouri, senior Kyle Wilhelm. Our next senior is a nursing major that would like to work as an ER nurse. She's a member of the Student Nursing Association and is part of the Sigma Theta Tau Honor Society of Nursing. She is a two-time WCGA Scholastic All-American with a career high on bars of 9.825. Escorted by her mother, Stephanie Bornhorn, her father, Josh Bornhorn, her brother, Bradley, sister, Aubrey, and her boyfriend, Brady Spencer. From Independence, Kentucky, ladies and gentlemen, it's senior Lexi Bornhorn. Next up, we have a nursing major that wants to work as an ICU nurse. She's also a member of the Student Nursing Association and part of the Sigma Theta Tau Honor Society of Nursing. She's a three-time WCGA Scholastic All-American with a career high 9.775 on the floor. Escorted by her mother, Heather Lawrence, her father, Adrian Lawrence, and her sisters, Hayden and Peyton, from Hilliard, Ohio, senior Bailey Lawrence. Our next senior is an applied health science major that plans to go to nursing school to become an ICU nurse. She was a MATCO Specialist of the Week in 2022 and holds a career high on the floor with a 9.875. Escorted by her mother, Susan McNamara, and her father, Joseph McNamara, and her brother, Connor, from Howell, New Jersey, it's senior Brooke McNamara. And finally, a sport management major with a minor in marketing. She plans to go to graduate school in the future. She's a member of the leadership group, and we are one team, a three-time WCGA Scholastic All-American with a career high 9.85 on beam and a 9.675 on the floor. She's escorted by her mother, Karen Castiglia, and her father, Scott Castiglia, from Wanak, New Jersey. It's senior Emily Castiglia. And once more, your BGSU Gymnastics senior class. We'd like to thank everybody for their attendance at this afternoon's event. Just a reminder, the gymnastics squad will be signing autographs in just a few moments upstairs, up on the main concourse. And so we invite you to stick around for that. In the meantime, once again, thank you for attending this afternoon's meet. On behalf of Coach Emmons and the ladies, we appreciate your support all season long here at the Stroh Center. Please have a safe trip home and go Falcons!